Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is a new week, another week, a new GP, and it's the Canada GP. After the Williams GP, the first Team Series event, where we got into top 20, but this week I'm aiming for a little bit higher. We'll see if we can make it. And in order, of course, to make it, we are going to use the strategies you're going to see. First of all, before going to see our tracks and uh, before watching presenting our strategies for this week for the qualifying round, I would like to say that I made one small change in my slides. In the slides you are watching the strategies. Now, in every slide, I am at the top of the slide. There is you're going to see it's written back, back, middle, middle, top, or only middle. Uh, so you can revise the video. You can go back to the video, and without even hearing me, you will know which starting positions for which starting positions are the strategy that you are watching. So I believe that this is going to be helpful for you. Okay. So first of all, let's see our tracks. Qualifying round, Canada GP. This means 2 times we are racing in Canada. First race in Montreal with 28% chance of raining and cold weather, so nothing to worry about. Tire management. Then second race, Bahrain, Sakir Desert. Here we see it's between 14 and 34. Be careful if it's over 34, 30. If it's over 30 degrees, our tires will last less. So we have to be careful about it. Then third race, Imola. Okay, a dry race again. We'll see. We'll talk about Imola, and then finally again in Montreal with the temperature being between 25 28. No problem. No problem for our tires. So, and yep, what did I forget to get my? Okay, now we got it, and let's start. Give me one moment. I have a minor. Okay, now we did it. We are great, and let's start Montreal. And as we can see in Montreal, we have a track. Uh, we have a combo track. We have some fast sectors, some fast straights, and of course, lots of small and slow and some fast corners. So this is a combo track, and probably you can choose Merlion or Tune-in or speed boosts or cornering boosts. Let's see. This is what I was telling you about. You can see it next to the name of the track. It says Canada, Montreal, and then it says back middle. So now you know that this strategy is when you start at the back or in the middle of the grid. and this will make your life easier. Okay, you are going to see the video, but when you want to come back and check out some strategies, you don't need to listen to what I'm saying again. It's written at the top. You know that 5-3 hard soft is a strategy for when you start at the back or in the middle of the grid. You can see um, our boost choices: Prince, Tsar, TuneIn, and Movember. It's I would choose Tsar or Movember, and let's go to see Movember because because of cornering and of some boosting in our tire management. As you can see, it's here. It's +4 in tire management and +10 in cornering and +6 in defending here. Uh, but uh, why is it? Why we like defending for this strategy? As you can see, instead of Koopa, I'm saying use Prince. Why? Because of defending. Maybe we see a little bit of difference in defending this season, but defending exists, and it exists not when our opponent presses the red button and we don't. There we are defenseless, he's going to overtake us. But when we are in normal speed or when we are conserving and our opponents don't push the red button, then defending is a factor in the race. And because we are using hards 5 laps and we're going to be a little bit slower than the others, well, a little bit defending won't hurt. So this is why Prince and Movember, and of course alternatively Tsar or TuneIn. And TuneIn is the combo boost of our choice. If we don't have Merlion, Merlion is of course better, but if you don't have it, TuneIn is good too. And don't forget, we are going to get some TuneIn in a couple of weeks. I believe it's in Austria. Okay, next strategy. As you can see again at the top of the page, this is if we start wherever we start in the grid, back, middle, top. 4-4, medium is an excellent choice for Canada, and I'm surely going 4-4 at least with one of my drivers. Here we are not going to choose something with defense. We need to be aggressive. Koopa, Merlion, Street Shark, or Hook, or other combo. As you can see, instead of Merlion, we can use TuneIn. Instead of Koopa, we can use, of course, Prince, but we can use Kawai. There is Jin. Lots of instead of Hook, there is Herald. Instead of Street Shark, we can use Firework. I think you get it. We say here we write here for boosts, but this is the main idea. You can use something like Street Shark. Okay, and our third strategy. If you start at the top of the grid, maybe in the middle, but I wouldn't take that risk. So if you start at the top of the grid, 3-3-2 or 2-3-3 or 3-2-3, it's up to you, and depending on how the first lap goes. And of course, again here we have to be aggressive, fast. We need street shark. Excuse me. Street shark or Koopa uh, for a very good start, first lap. Of course, we can use Skull, which will boost a little bit our power unit, of course our speed and our overtaking. And don't forget our favorite Merlion. I'm waiting for the moment I get some more of Merlion to start using it everywhere. Uh, as you can see here, +6 in speed and +10 in cornering. Great boost for combo tracks. Okay, 28% of raining, so we're going to see a wet race. And here we have two strategies wherever you start in the grid. 5-3, wet compound, of course, 5-3, and no change in our boosts this season, with the game being simpler in raining. We don't need a change of boosts. We only we only get to change strategies depending, counting on that the wet compound can do more laps than soft and medium, and that's it. So 5-3 and 4-4 again, Koopa, Merlion, Street, Shark, Hook, Firework, Herald, you know. We choose these two strategies. Two pit stops with wets, we usually avoid it because we gain nothing by doing one extra pit stop. We are only losing time. Okay, next. Bahrain, Sakir Desert, another combo track. This is the definition of a combo track. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 big straights, big to medium straights, medium to big, we can say, and of course lots of corners, and especially a very slow sector, first half of sector 2. Again here combo boosts are a factor, and of course we can use either. If we don't use combo boosts, we can use either speed or cornering boosts depending on your setup too. And here, wherever we start, back, middle, or at the top of the grid, soft, medium, two pit stops, 2, 3, 3. We push in our first stint, in our first lap, and if we can in our second. Then our second stint, we completely go on yellow and blue, so we recharge our power unit, and mediums for the last stint, so we can push a lot, and with a full power unit, a fully charged power unit, we can be aggressive. If your drivers have good tire management, instead of medium, of course, use softs. As you can see, Merlion, tune in our combo boosts, Koopa if we want a cornering boost, or Firework if we want a speed boost. And our second strategy, again, back, middle, or top of the grid, soft, medium, soft, 3, 3, 2. And the difference here is that because we're doing 3 laps with the softs, we push in the first lap, then the 2 laps that lap 2 and 3, we are on yellow and blue. We conserve, we recharge our power unit. Second stint, we push only when it's needed, when we want to overtake. Mainly we push in corners, but we try to be fast with the medium, we try to attack opponents that go slower using our power unit, but at the same time, we try to recharge our power unit because we need it completely full in our last stint with the softs uh, and 2 laps ahead of us being as much aggressive as we want. And as you can see here, Street Art, Hook, Herald, Kavai, of course, Merlion, Tunin. For both these strategies, all these boosts you see are usable. And let's go to another nightmare in this season. Our beloved Imola. How this track from one of my favorites became one of the worst weekend race. Anyway, Imola, my man. So if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, 4-4 with hearts, great, great, great strategy, works every time. And of course, we can use a combo boost like Merlion, we can use Taurus, Skull, Deadfast, more speed boosts as you can see. Of course, we can always say Koopa everywhere. It's the motto of this season. Koopa everywhere. Yes, you can use cornering boost, of course, here too. This is the best strategy. I would choose both my drivers if they were at the back or in the middle of the grid to to follow this strategy if we can avoid stacking, and only if we can avoid stacking. Else, we are going to destroy our second driver's race. Now, if you are in the middle or at the top of the grid, I'm not so sure about being in the middle. Maybe in the high, in the higher positions of the middle section of the grid. Uh, it's a risk if you use this when you are in the middle of the grid. You need a good race start, or else this can go very wrong. If you are at the top of the grid, of course, 2-3-3, and I will say again, mediums only if your drivers cannot support soft for this strategy. Koopa may be the best choice here, or Street Shark, because especially if you start in the middle of the grid, because we need a great race start. We need the best race start we can have. So yeah, Koopa may be the best choice here. And of course, again, if we are in the middle or at the top of the grid, you see, again, we start with the softs. And again, we need a good race start. And this is why Herald, if you want a cornering boost with a great race start, Herald is ideal here. And as you see here, 2-3-3 and 3-3 here, as you see, 2-3-3. Maybe we could do our middle stint with softs and conserve a lot if our driver doesn't have a very good tire management. So we have a full power unit in our last stint to do 3 laps with the mediums. Here, 3-3-2, we do exactly the same. We follow exactly the same strategy as we did in Bahrain. We start with the softs, push to get a very good first lap, and then reserve. In our second stint, we push only when we need, only when it's needed, and then we reserve, and we have 2 laps in the end to push as much as we can. Of course, alternatively, we could choose 3-2-3. Then it would be soft, uh, medium. First lap we push a lot, then we reserve. We get a full power unit. In our second stint, with where we have two laps with a soft compound, we push a lot wherever we need to overtake, and we conserve when we don't have anyone in our side to overtake, so we can have uh, an almost full power unit again for our last stint. I know that, and me, I usually avoid doing my last pit 2 laps before the end, but everything depends on how the race goes. Maybe we will start having in our minds doing 3-2-3, but the race will dictate that we need to do 3-3-2. So always be ready to adjust. Always, it's a live game, so whatever happens in the track will make us get different decisions. If you ask me, about Imola, I will say to you, I will put my hand into the fire. Only that's what we say in Greece. I don't know if this exists in English too, but I will put my hand into the fire only for the first strategy, 4-4 with the hearts. For the other two, only if we are at the top of the grid. It's a little bit difficult in Imola when we are in the middle of the grid to go 2 pit stops, so probably back or middle of the pit, or middle of the grid, 4-4, maybe for both drivers. It needs some magic to avoid stacking, and if we are at the top of the grid, of course, 2 pit stops, go fast, nothing to think about. Let's go and see again our tracks: Montreal, Bahrain, Imola, and again Montreal. And let's hope that this video was helpful, will be helpful for your racing in the qualifying round. And don't forget that we're going to be back with a new video for the opening and final round. Don't forget to smash the button and subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in my next video or in my next live streaming. I'm always live streaming my GP rounds. So Wednesday qualifying round, be there, and I wish everybody great results, and I hope we helped even a little bit. Take care. Bye.